Dear students, in this section we will see data dissemination. So the most prevalent use of mobile computer is for accessing the information on remote data servers such as web servers and file servers. So how we will access that data? First thing is we will access by using the poll mode, that is the on demand mode. So here the mobile node has to send a query, and second thing is another way is by pushing the data to it. So this data is broadcast on the channel with the indexing information. So this is the figure of data dissemination. So as we have seen, data dissemination is done by two ways. First is the pull or on demand mode. So here first the request is sent by the mobile node to the server. Server will give the response. So it requires the extra battery power as well as it compete for the bandwidth with other mobile users. Okay, means there are another mobile users also that will send the query to the server. Okay, second thing is push or broadcast mode. So here the data server periodically broadcasts the data and the indexing information is also provided. This indexing information will provide the information where the data will be displayed on the broadcast channel. Okay, so the advantage of this push mode is that in push mode we can send the broadcast the frequently requested data items, that is called as the hot data items. Okay, second thing is it conserves the bandwidth and eliminates the repetitive on demand data transfer for the same data items to different mobile nodes. This push mode is highly scalable because the same amount of bandwidth is consumed irrespective of how many mobile nodes are accessing that data, and it conserves the mobile nodes energy by eliminating the energy consuming uplink transmission for a mobile node. See, so here we have in push mode we are not having to send the request, so it eliminates our bandwidth. So we can see that our bandwidth is divided into three: uplink request channel, down on demand downlink channel, and broadcast downlink channel. So this is the diagram of bandwidth allocation. So we can divide our bandwidth into three: uplink request channel, on demand downlink channel, and broadcast downlink channel. Okay, then broadcast allocation for publishing. So as we know, bandwidth for on demand channel is B0, bandwidth for broadcast channel is BB. So available bandwidth is the summation of B0 plus BB, and we can for example, there is a data server and there are n data items, that is from D1 to Dn. So D1 is the most popular data items with popularity ratio P1. D2 is the next popular data item with a ratio P2, and size of each data item is S, and the size of each data carry is R, and each mobile node generates requests at an average of R. So by using this information we can compute the average access time for all the data items, like T is equal to TB plus T0, where TB is the average access time to access the data from the broadcast channel, and T0 is the average access time to access on demand item. The average time to service the on demand request is S plus R upon B0. Okay, B0 is the bandwidth for the on demand channel, and if all the data items are provided only on demand, then if means there is no broadcast channel, so in that case the average rate for all the mobile node items will be M into R, where M is the number of mobile nodes and R is the average average request rate of a mobile node. So when the average as the number of mobile users are increases, the average querying generation rate M into R is also increases. Okay, and as M into R approaches the service rate B0 upon S plus R. So what is acceptable server time threshold? Allocating all the bandwidth on that on demand channel is the poor scalability, means we have to allocate the channel for the broadcast also. So here there is a conclusion that we have to divide our bandwidth for the on demand as well as for the broadcast channel. Next is broadcast disk scheduling. So broadcast disk scheduling deals with the determining how often to publish the certain data items. Once the decision regarding which data item is to publish has been made, we can say that how often we can publish our data item. Okay, and a novel way to view the broadcast channel as to be regarded as an extension to the memory hierarchy. As we have seen the memory hierarchy, that there are primary memory, secondary memory, cache memory. Okay, so the broadcast channel itself can be structured as a multiple virtual disk which spinning with the different rates. Okay, and the hottest data items is allocated to the fastest spinning disk, and the next hottest data item to the next fastest disk, so on. For example, we will consider this example. See, there are 9 data items. Okay, and these are allocated as the first data item is allocated to disk 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 is allocated to disk 2, and this 6, 7, 8, 9 is allocated to the disk 3. Okay, and for example, the relative frequency for the disk 1 is 4 because it is the fastest, disk 2 is 2, and disk 3 is 3. Now we have to calculate the num chunk. Num chunks is the max chunks divided by relative frequency. Okay, so here the LCM of 4 to 1 is 4, so we can consider the 4 as a max chunk. Okay, so num chunk is max chunk upon relative frequency. So max chunk is 4, 4 by 4 is 1, then in this 2 max chunk is 4 and the relative frequency is 2, so 4 by 2 is 2. Here the max chunk is 4 and the relative frequency are 1, so 4 by 1 is 4. So we have to divide, means we have to show this 4 times 1. We have to divide these 4 data items as 2 2, and we have to display it by 2 times, and here these 4 data items are divided 1 1, and we have to display it by 1 time. So how we will display that? First, then this second 2 3, then this first item, after that again 1, then this 4 5, this 7, again 1, then again is 2 3, 8, again this 4 5 and 9. So in this way the data items are published on the broadcast channel. Okay, so this is the data dissemination. So thank you so much.